He's really getting on my nerves. Welcome back to Not My Bag. I'm Joe.
I'm Lisa.
And today we have our favourite islanders. It's Matilda and Sean. Yes. I feel like we have a live studio audience in there. It's the biggest clap we've had in ages. I'm absolutely loving it. Before we kick off, we've got you prezzies. So I'll just grab them out 1 second.
Oh. What are you pulling out?
In my bag of tricks.
Oh.
I bet you can guess what they are. I've got you these fizzy watermelons.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. and drum roll, please, Lise. Fizzy peach.
Peach.
There we go.
I've actually got you the proper stuff. So I've got you the sweet D finest.
Thank you so much from the candy man himself. I love it. Oh look.
Oh wow.
I feel like, you know, when they win an Oscar and they're like, that's how I feel. Thank you.
It's very thoughtful.
She'll put these out the side in the pot. They'll go stale in 2 days. But I appreciate the
I'm
thought.
sure you'll eat them.
Yeah, I will.
She defo will. And Mum, you had a question for Sean.
Yeah,
didn't you?
Sean.
Yeah,
Right, I mean, bearing in mind I am a 70s girl, I want to know what you think my sweet would be.
Ooh.
You got to think back 70s retro.
I reckon it's got to be like a hard-boiled, something like...
True. Sorry, carry on.
It's got to be like a hard-boiled, like rhubarb and custard or something like that. Or a toffee bonbon, actually. Like a proper powdered one.
No, or actually, bonbons
Yeah, the
I used
toffee
to love.
ones, the toffee ones.
Yeah, this would just make your teeth fall out.
Yeah.
But my favourite was a cola cube.
Ah.
Or
cube?
what was it? We
that's
talked
like
about the sweet peanuts. Sweet peanuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to do my teeth in as well.
Minging.
Right,
Anyway.
minging. I love a cola cube. I don't make them anymore.
Right, okay, sorry.
Anyway.
He's not fucking Willy Wonka. He's not going to whip one out of his ass, is he?
Don't worry.
You can make me some.
Oh, right, anyway. What's it been like being home? How is everything?
Oh, it's been mental.
Yeah.
Proper overwhelming. Seeing friends and family. Had my first date in Beckenham.
Had your first date?
To the Nam.
Took him to
Yeah.
the Nam.
Yeah.
What's the
Back
Nam?
streets of the
The
Nam.
Beckenham.
Oh. Mate, what's that? I never heard that. Is it Soho House?
So we had a lovely date, didn't
Lovely
we?
date.
Where did you, so what did you do? Did you eat? Did you
Yeah, I actually had a proper cooked steak for once.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
We had a nice pasta.
Yeah, I had a lovely pasta. It was so nice because we were just like, obviously we had that amazing Porsche date and everything, but you know, cameras are on you. It's nice, but you are
She's
like,
back in the van.
yeah, he drove his van. I was like,
Yeah.
I love
Were you
it.
in the back or next? Oh, okay.
You weren't kidnapping me.
She's not a dog. Yeah. Already started with the old kinky stuff, you know, she's in the back of the van, all that.
Anyway. But yeah, it was fun. We had the best time, didn't we?
Yeah, no, it was
Such
good.
a fun day.
So, yeah, catch up with
Cute.
the family. So.
Yeah, have you met each other's families properly since coming out?
No, we've been
Manic.
so manic with meetings and jobs like that, and then we haven't had that time.
You've met quite
Yeah, I met your sister.
Yeah, you've met my
Taylor,
sister,
and-
my mum.
Yeah, your mum.
Yeah.
So-
But I know I've got to go to Hartford.
Yeah.
Yes!
I'm
You've got,
I'm
come down
going
to Hartford.
soon.
You've got
Yeah.
to. We're Hearts and Essex girlies over here. Oh, okay, lovely. And have you taken Matilda to the sweet shop?
She hasn't seen the sweet shop. I only had my first day back yesterday.
Did you?
It was overwhelming because I was like, get me out of this place. 'Cause I was like, seeing everyone, it's been mad busy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she's got to get on the old TikTok live. So
Oh my God, you got to do it. Look at her face. She's like,
She's like, what do I have to do? I was like, you just got to be yourself. Because, like,
Yeah.
Sell some sweets.
Yeah.
sweet.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna do it. I'll do it. I'll be a feature one time.
Yeah,
But,
part-timer.
yeah, part time.
Okay.
Part time. I'll do it.
Free
For
labour.
you.
I saw this TikTok where, is it a new one or an old one, where you roll on the floor? There's like someone rolls and
the
then
cuts of it.
Yeah, and then you rolled.
Yeah.
And I was looking at my view page, you just rolled onto it, and I was like, oh, there he is. Is that a recent one?
Yeah, no, that was before I went in, I think.
Oh,
It was like
okay.
those ones. You know where they like clip stuff together and
Yeah.
like eggs fly out? Oh, yeah. Yeah, just cringy banter.
Basically,
Really.
your most embarrassing moment.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. And
then
it's to the list.
I was going to say, it's just rolled out while you're on telly. So, we'll start like chronologically, I think would be best, wouldn't it?
Well, I
Start
just
from there.
wanted to ask
ahead.
Matilda, what's the most romantic thing Sean's done since you've come out of the villa?
Sean, turned up to my door with a big bouquet of flowers and his sweets as well. And it was so cute. It was really cute. Yeah, that was the first time I saw him after the villa, and he had his little flowers.
Did you get butterflies when you saw it?
Yeah, I did.
Did you get fanny flatters as well?
Yeah.
Right, Joe.
Tingling.
I actually wanted to know if, because, you know, I always ask the Love Islanders if you've been to Pound Town since leaving.
Joseph.
TMI.
Yeah.
That's what I meant by the sweet shop, actually.
Oh,
no, I'm
okay.
joking. I'm just going to
Strictly
take
business.
Yeah, I'm just going to take your eyes as. Yeah, okay.
What a personal question.
What's a personal question?
Oh, Joseph.
Okay, so onto the formalities. Onto the formalities. Love Island, yeah. So, did you apply or get scouted? What was the situ with that?
So I was messaged on Instagram, and then I think I was messaging like Feb. Had like 3 or 4 interviews with them. Like there's so many stages of it all.
Is there?
Yeah, so many.
1 minute you're thinking, oh, I'm in, and then next minute you're like, oh no,
Yeah.
it's not happening.
You don't hear from him for ages. do you?
Yeah,
it's
I had
all
about
spaced out.
5 welfare checks. I thought there was something wrong with me. I just kept having to speak to the psych. I was like, right, guys, is there a problem?
She's insane.
Yeah, I thought I was nuts. And then you have to go for like your STI checks.
Yeah.
Like there's so much that goes into
you?
it. Yeah.
I didn't know. I've always wanted to know that, actually.
Yeah.
Go in squeaky clean.
Yeah,
and all
get
that.
blood tests,
no.
all sorts. Proper
works
thorough.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything.
Do they?
Yeah.
Swabs?
Did we swab?
Not on the day.
No swabs,
No
guys.
swabs.
No swabs.
Swab's too far, but no.
Interesting.
Yeah, we've never heard that, have we? Of all the people that we've had.
No, but it makes total sense.
Yeah, it does.
Because
Of course,
I
yeah.
feel like if there was a syphilis outbreak in
Oh
there,
my God, imagine.
God help us.
Chlamydia going around the villa.
Do you know what I mean?
That'd be awful.
It would be absolutely
Be
awful.
rife, yeah.
No gonorrhea of the throat. So, did you know you were going to be a bombshell?
Yeah, so they told me I was going to be a bombshell, but after they told me that, I thought, yeah, I ain't going in, because I just thought like you just never know, and I've known so many people that have like even flown out there and then like had to go back or
Oh,
like
really?
whatever. Yeah, so I just thought, yeah,
Or
like,
they just don't even get on the show.
Yeah.
They just chill out there.
Yeah.
And hold in.
for like
Then
weeks.
holiday.
Free holiday.
Free
Just
holiday.
waiting for the
We're
call.
getting loads of info.
Yeah,
This.
it's like some people. I think like Jessie. I don't think she'll mind me saying this, but Jessie, she was on the last year. She was out there for Casa Amor, and then she got flown back because they didn't want her. And then they said, right, next year it's like defo. So like some people, obviously, if they got so imagine like quitting your job and that. So I thought, no, I'm just going to leave it. And then if last minute I've got to say to my job, I'll say it to them. Which I did.
Of course.
But otherwise, I was like, I'm not going to. You know, like think I'm
Everything on hold.
it's guaranteed. I just cracked on.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad.
What did you do before?
Recruitment.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Same.
Did
No.
you?
Yeah. I
He was
did like
very good at
energy
it as well.
recruitment.
Give us your
Did you?
Give us your intro.
Come on, Joe.
Oh,
Come on, Joe.
Give us your how you'd answer a phone.
I used to have to lower up to her and be like, hello, you speak to Joe Bagg, Spencer Ogden, how can I help you?
Oh!
And then I'd be like, you want someone for a power plant,
I've
do
just
you?
hung up.
That's what I got. It was horrible. It's such a
You were very
fucking...
good at that, Joe.
It's brutal.
Thank you, Mum.
You were
Thank
good
you.
at it.
It is brutal, though. Like, the amount of people's numbers I'd have to steal from LinkedIn felt illegal.
Yeah,
Probably was.
no.
What kind of recruitment were you in? Just
So I did nursing for about 6 years.
Oh, there's money in that.
And then teaching.
Oh, okay.
So my most recent was teaching, because nursing was 24/7. Like I had to do like weekends, like 3 a.m. you'd have to answer to a hospital. Like it was just long. And then after that, I just went into something else, because teaching you could work 9 to 3 in the summer holidays.
Oh,
So,
gorgeous.
Yeah, and half terms. I thought, 100% I'm doing
Yeah.
that. That's the only reason I went
you
into
don't
it.
pick the phone up at all in the school office.
No way. Feet up, working from home.
Yeah.
I didn't know that little recruitment thing.
Yeah.
I love that.
But you've done it as well.
I know, that's
Good
what I was
job.
just saying.
Good job.
You're stressing me out. And then you were doing your sweet bits
Yeah,
before.
sweet business, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's done that, Sean?
Yeah, so I basically, my career timeline was basically worked in the pub, then I worked at Sainsbury's Fruit and Veg, big up.
Yeah.
Yeah, stacking shelves. And then I worked for my old man doing like graphic design. And then I went to the sweet shop. I got
Oh my God, because there was this
There was
thing where you were
massive
in there.
confusion, like,
Right, I saw
I'm
this
living a
thing.
double life with
on
career-wise.
TikTok. It was like Sean exposed, or you're in there. It's all
Yeah.
sweet things, all a lie. Like he's actually he's a graphic designer. Because someone just looked at your
Mad.
LinkedIn.
That was my job
Shut
prior.
up.
And then I went to the sweet shop, but there was all confusion regarding, like, I used to do the sweets like ages ago. It was like a run around.
Okay.
Just on my part-time thing, making a bit of cash. And then obviously, like, I then done it properly, like, 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Bit of a change, though. Graphic designer to a sweet man, isn't it?
No, no, but I was doing it. That was why I was doing it, like, as a late night sweet service.
Oh, okay.
At the weekend, but it
Sounds dodgy.
But you obviously enjoy it.
munchies.
It sounds.
But you do enjoy it, though, don't you?
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it. So yeah, do
Can you not tell how much you love it?
What gave it away?
I know. So, like, when you went in first,
Yeah.
you had quite a
Oh,
tough
my.
time,
We
didn't you?
did.
I struggled big
We were all
time.
rooting for you.
We were all rooting for you. It was just like,
Well,
when's
I was-
this bombshell going to come in for you, you know?
Yeah, honestly. And then obviously, like, my time leading up to that was so difficult because I just knew that I didn't really have a great connection with any of them. I was sort of out my depth a bit. It was all new to me. I just was a bit overwhelmed with it all.
Yeah.
I sort of
17 days it was before Matilda came in.
Yeah,
17
it was a
days.
long 17
That's a long
days.
one.
Then look,
70
it was
days,
worth
17
the wait,
nights.
though, wasn't it?
Oh, it was worth the wait. And honestly, when Matilda come in, like, we hit it off straight away. And it was just such good fun from then. And then
Yeah.
obviously had too much fun.
Yeah. Well, got our answer to the first question. Yeah. So, Matilda, when you came in, you had to pick 3 dates, didn't you? Remind us who the dates were.
It was Omar for starters, Sean for mains, and then Will for dessert.
Yeah. So, what made you go for Sean before you went in?
Sean was my number one from when
Okay.
I was in that holding. They asked you like who's your top three every time you watch an episode and all that.
Okay.
But Sean was my number one, and then because he just was so sweet and like I've always said that I actually don't like a bad boy. Like I don't want someone who's going to treat me like an arsehole. Like that's not what I want. And Sean looks like at the time
A really nice man.
yeah, it seems really nice. But yeah, that's the main reason he was like my number one, and like I fancied him more than any other boy in the villa. And then the other guys, like they was lovely, got on with both of them so well. But even like for example, Will, when I spoke to him, I spoke to Uma straight after, and I like loved Uma so much, so I was like, no, I'm gonna see you
Girl
later.
code.
Yeah, there's no way, because I loved her from our first chat, and I thought I've got a better connection with you. See ya.
Sure.
And then Omar was so sweet, like he was lovely, but
Yeah.
Sean was the one that I
Yeah.
fancied most anyway, and then he obviously Sean gave him the boot, so that went nowhere as well.
Yeah, and obviously I think Maine's probably the best one, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
if we're going to send, like,
Yeah.
for someone, it
You'd
would be
wanna-
the Main.
You're
Yeah.
always getting a main course at a restaurant.
There's more
Yeah.
food on the plate as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Takes longer to do it, and yeah, it was
More to
fun.
munch on. And then that started the steak
That steak.
saga as well.
Steak sogs, yeah.
Yeah.
Steak gate.
Did you actually cook that?
Yeah.
Because that kitchen...
Honest to God. I'll tell you what, that was the
Shame,
most...
Sean.
No, that was the most stressful I've ever been in. Bear in mind, it's boiling hot out there anyway.
Yeah.
And you're around frying a steak and you're like sweating like your tits off, and it's like you're cooking chips that are like not even cooked, and then like
Yeah.
you're playing it all up, and it was all flying about everywhere, and then it turned out rotten.
Yeah, but you got the girl in the end.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So did no one come and help you to cook it?
No,
Because I
it's all-
thought that
no.
they kind of slipped you a bit of food.
I was hoping
That's
that.
what I thought it was.
catering would send up a nice little steak,
Yeah.
all plated up, and I was like, oh, here you go. This is what I'll cook for you. No, it was all done raw as it was.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Medium rare.
Yeah.
And the Omar situ,
Yeah.
obviously there was like a bit of stuff
Yeah.
going about. I've seen, you guys seen the comments as well
Oh.
since. He put something about being bittersweet.
Oh yeah. Was that mine or yours?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like, have you spoken to him since?
Oh yeah,
Not
we went
yet?
out Saturday. We had a real good time. Spoke
Yeah.
to him, and
Yeah.
because me and him were generally like really good pals in there, and like we really got on well.
Yeah.
and like we were really close in that. So then when obviously Matilda come in, it sort of like split us apart a bit, and it was all a bit awkward. But throughout that, we were still good pals, and obviously, it was brutal of how it went. But obviously, since then we've cleared the air. And
That's
Yeah.
the
we're all
nature of the
good pals.
programme, though, isn't it? You're going in there to find love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So you're going in there to get your connection.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's paid off. So
Yeah, I think you had to
No
go with your
regrets.
guns, didn't you? As well, and just
And it was a group decision in that moment as well. So
Yeah.
if people really felt anti it, they could have like stood up and like, no, which I would have been cool with. Like I had to say my piece on situations.
yeah.
As brutal it was, like, you know, it's just how it went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, from what we saw, you did make it obvious that you did like Matilda from the get-go. Like there was
What gave that away?
there was no fucking around. You were straight into that hideaway, straight anywhere where there was a private seat. You were like, here now.
God.
So lovely to watch, though. It really was.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it really was. It was like, oh, he's finally found.
I was just waiting for someone to come in and like for me to be myself around there because I really struggled with that coming out my shell.
Yeah.
And Matilda brought it out of me, and then I was just like, I really enjoyed it. It was a different experience for me after that, and I loved it.
Yeah. And then how long, sorry to bring this up, how long was it between that and Casa Amor, that honeymoon period?
They weren't long.
Because I don't think it was it?
5 days, I think it was.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then boom,
Yeah.
that happened.
Can I just
course.
interject here? Right, Sean.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you, right, because every year I watch and I literally cry with laughter because do you boys actually forget that there are cameras?
I don't know what it was or what I had
It's
to
not
drink
just
that
you,
day.
darling, it's every year. All the boys, just it's like a lad's holiday and the cameras are switched off.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, oh, you're being filmed.
oh,
Matilda's like-
You're being filmed.
I know. Yeah.
It's not just you, it's every year. Every
Yeah.
boy, it happens to all the
know.
boys.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah, literally. I'm speechless. I genuinely lost for words because like,
you
when you're in
forget a
there,
lot?
it's like you're sort of just like trying to enjoy Casa for what it is. And it's like you've got to just go with it and, you know, test the waters and then just see what happens. But throughout that whole time, Matilda was always there for me. And like I did obviously do what I did. But yeah, it was almost... Yeah, it was a weird feeling because obviously you're just in that bubble. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like with new girls, and then you got to obviously give them the time of day and chat to them. And
You can't be rude to them.
no, exactly, and like see.
Could.
Well, you can. Yeah.
No, it was very mad. I can't lie.
I think to rationalise it as well, you did have that
It was very
long old
not
17
sure.
days
Yeah.
that you also probably didn't
Yeah.
get to even speak to. Really, all we saw was
Yeah.
you going up to a couple of people. They're like, nah.
I was
do you
just
know what
chatting
I mean?
with
It
Mum a
was
bit
that-
like,
yeah,
yeah, we're getting no birds. I gained
So-
shit. You know what I mean?
I do get it. So like talk us through like both of your Casa experiences in terms of like how it played out, because we only saw a very select few bits, you
Yeah.
know, that were crazy. So should we start with you, Matilda, about like what it was like for you?
I actually loved Casa so much. It was so funny, but like it was more for like it was actually a girls' trip. Like we had the best time, and yeah, like I spoke to a few people. I spoke to that Jake. He was the one with dark hair.
Yeah.
He was really, really sweet. Got on with him so well. And then I spoke to Hugo as well a little bit. But like my chats with him was just like, you know, getting to see if I got along with him. I just knew that I didn't from our initial chat compared to when I was speaking to Sean. I was like, it's just not. It's not worth me like carrying on chatting with him because like I know that I preferred Sean already, so it would have just been a waste of time.
Yeah.
And then, but like other than that, I loved it. I loved the whole thing, really.
Because there was a moment where with the edit where I thought, oh, she might like go for Hugo, but I just think it was like a tiny clip because you guys saw that on the film night too.
Yeah.
And then obviously everyone was like, you got pied.
I know. Oh my God, that pissed me off so much because Hugo did not pie me.
Okay.
Hugo did not pie me. Are you joking?
Not behind me.
Hugo did not pie me. He like after that whole Jess argument, like, but straight after I had that conversation with him, I said to the girls in the dressing room, I said like, do you know what? Like, I don't know why I'm even arguing with Jess over this guy because
okay.
I don't care about him. Like, I like Hugo, but I don't care about him.
Yeah.
So the argument with Jess, who's like my mate in there. So then after that, I was just like, nah, like it's not for me. Then we had like another day in there, and I was just over it from that. And then Jess was livid at me. I just thought, oh my God, CBA.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that. It was heated.
Yeah, because she was livid at me.
She was fuming.
Yeah.
How was seeing the Who's Emma in real life? How was that experience?
Who's there, Matt?
Oh, I love it. She's so fun. She's so animated. Like
Yeah.
she's just a nutter.
She's Welsh. I'm
in the
not.
best way.
I love it. I
Yeah,
think she's amazing.
She's nuts.
Yeah,
I love her.
The zooming in on the phones, and everything. I thought this is
And
different level.
She'd bitten all of her nails off. So there was just like literally skin.
Stubs.
Little stubs. Like stubs on the camera. I was going, Nikki, I'm begging you to stop biting those stubs, please.
Oh, my.
And I could just see on the like that, her little tiny stubs going. Bless her.
Just ground down to bone.
Just
Gnawing
her
away.
skeleton hand coming out.
Oh, she's never beaten the allegations, I'm afraid.
No, bless her.
And then Sean with yourself.
Yeah. It was obviously, where do I start? It was very eventful. Obviously, Diamante or Dia or she was on smoke from the very start.
Another free nickname.
The 3 days.
Sorry.
She was on smoke from the very start. Like she was not messing about. I think she pulled all the boys within like 45 minutes. I'm
Oh, okay.
joking.
Oh yeah, someone said she was like running around out
She
of
was
breath.
literally-
Yeah.
She literally got to Joe.
Triathlon through the bowl.
I think
like,
she
"You're
got to
right."
Joe.
She's
Joe was like, "Oh God, you all right?" She's like, "Oh, just
breath.
mad." Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously, like, we had a good chat, and then obviously was just seeing where that goes. And obviously, Ruby was there as well. Was like chatting to her, and there was like, it was so awkward. There was one night, right? So, like, Ruby obviously like stayed in my bed the first night, and then there was this moment where like the next night that wasn't shown, that like there was all like chat of like who's staying in whose bed, right? So all the boys were in the bedroom thinking, I'm just like, I want to get to bed tonight, like don't care what. And then anyway, like we're all chatting, like everyone's like, who's staying in your bed, whatever. And Diamante's come in with a water bottle and literally walloped it on the side of the side table. I was like, see you tonight. And I'm just like, what the hell? Because Ruby still thinks she's staying in bed. And I was like, oh, it was just all so confusing.
Fighting over you, basically.
Yeah, and it was like, it was difficult. But obviously, like, respect them. Like, you know, I saw where that went. And obviously, it you know, my feelings for Matilda are way stronger than those two girls. But obviously, you know, yeah, it was just a different story. It obviously was all very heated, obviously, when, you know.
Yeah, when you
at the
came
end of
back.
it, yeah, that
recoupling.
I can't tell you my sweat patches that day. were
Oh my
literally
God.
Down there,
They
down
was
there. I was
this
like,
long.
I
Yeah.
could barely speak.
They keep you waiting a long time.
He had his arms stuck down like this.
Thankfully, we was like the third couple, I think. So it was like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, thank God. And then obviously I just felt like Diamante's like eyes eyeballing me from behind, and I was thinking, oh my God, here I go.
But there's
Here it
always
is.
one moment every year where one of the Casa girls is like, I'm going at it.
Oh yeah.
And that was this year. But like Matilda, you, like me and Mum, didn't we? We said the way you handled it. Mum was like, that's like me when I was young.
I would have done exactly the same.
Oh, I love it.
Honestly,
way-
I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. And that was like,
Because the way you
didn't know
get there when
half
I'm
of
sitting
it.
here,
Yeah, I
I
loved
thought
it.
that's exactly what I would say.
Do you know what it
Who's
is?
sitting here now?
Like, I feel like, because I've rewatched that, right? And like when I come in, you didn't see like her. She was like saying stuff under her breath, like sniggering, like
Right.
laughing. You could hear stuff like that. So I was thinking, and I thought, I've always watched Love Island and the Casas. I thought, why is no one saying stuff to these girls when they're being so muggy?
Right.
So when she said that, I was like, you're not sitting here like see ya.
Yeah.
I was just like, I was livid because also like, you know, as everyone knows what Casas like.
I feel like
and I knew
she
that
blew
it'd
it
be
way
doing-
out of proportion
Yeah.
as well. Like,
Yeah.
of you know, the conversations we had. I feel like she took it a lot deeper from what it was. There was obviously a lot more conversations that were had that probably weren't shown to really like say like how I was feeling. So yeah, it was all a bit mad in that moment for
but
sure.
yeah, that's why I was like, I had my backup because I just thought like, if you're going to be there like laughing and joking and whatever and like trying to mug me off, then you know, I'm obviously going to give it back. I'm not just going to sit here and be like, yeah, all right. Like,
I've
see,
rated that
thanks,
so
thanks,
much.
thanks,
Yeah,
Dylan,
it was really
mate.
funny
True
because
though, isn't it? You are sitting there.
You like
Yeah.
kind of shut it down in a way that nothing else could be said.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you just stated
There's
the
no
obvious.
comeback from that, is there? Let's
There
be honest.
wasn't.
Yeah,
There wasn't. So
yeah.
no, we rated that a lot.
Thank you. Some people hated it.
No, I loved it.
No, we loved it.
Keep being you.
And then the film festival happened after that, which was, it's different, isn't it, to like doing it to then watching it actually happen. Firstly, how did you both feel about seeing yourself on, like watching yourself back on telly? Like,
The
what was
thing,
that like?
that's what put me in. That's what put me in the worst mood because I thought, one, why do I sound like Oliver Twist? And two, why do I look that way? I was like, that put me in the bad.
The chimney sweep.
Yeah, close your eyes, and it was Oliver Twist, and I thought, I can't watch this anymore. Other than that, like, it was quite funny.
Yeah,
most
was.
of it. Yeah.
It was difficult.
It wasn't nice, but it was quite funny watching everyone's clips.
Yeah, it was like one thing explaining it without seeing anything, and then watching it was literally like, oh God, here we go.
Yeah. I mean, we were watching it behind pillows going,
Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean's chat, like, the thing is, it made me freeze because like your flirting's just so jokes.
I did want to bring this up.
Means absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's so funny, and just like, what do you think about that? When he's going to kiss someone, and I was like,
Oh God.
but it was
Sean,
just,
I can't describe. I've never actually seen anyone flirt like it.
You know what? I wasn't actually playing on the whole Candyman thing. Like,
Yeah.
I was going in just being myself. And then when you like hear, oh, you know, give us some sweet lines and this and that behind the scenes, and then I'm like, oh, what the hell? Like, do you know what I mean? I'm going up saying what sweets girls are. It's all a bit odd. Do you know what I mean? But I just roll with it, and then like,
Yeah.
at the end,
I can
didn't
confirm
care.
he doesn't do that
Yeah.
since. So
Okay, fine. It was just a villa thing, like a holiday
Yeah, it was
thing.
just a villa thing. I've never done that before, and I've done.
Yeah.
No.
It was very unsuccessful as well. So,
don't do it again.
It was
Yeah,
just,
exactly.
it was just the fizzy peach thing from the start. I was like, this man's going ham. Like, it
my
was so
God.
funny. It was so
it
funny.
was so jokes, but cringe.
And so then after the film night, obviously there was a couple of times when it was a bit tense, wasn't it? Like I remember you were fucking fuming. I actually was like, this could go the other way.
Yeah.
Because you were raging. I think there was a scene, wasn't there, where you like walked away from Sean. I think you were like, I can't deal with this, like whatever.
Yeah. I think it was.
I think that was around the small fire pit, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Was it, or-
Was that when you were saying about you got shut down by Hugo? And
Some- yeah, some-
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
think
God,
I tried to.
Yeah.
That's it. That's like, I've only got pissed off with Sean a couple times in there, but like when he did that in front of everyone, I thought,
I can tell you're passionate about this as well.
you cheeky little, because as if I've like, I backed you in front of
Yeah.
everyone, and then now you're throwing it back in my face and
Yeah.
saying I got shut down by Hugo. Can I just say again, never got shut down by Hugo, right? So then I was just like, why are you trying to embarrass me? That's why I was so livid. But
Yeah.
like, every argument we had
Oh, it was so
so
difficult.
unserious. Like,
It was so difficult,
We'd be like
honestly.
on the daybeds, and like by the daybeds, there's like a little like wardrobe or like cupboard behind you.
So the swipey doors where the
Yeah.
cameras poke out.
Yeah, so then, like,
And then when you hear that noise, there's a
Fuck
noise.
off cameras behind him.
Then you know it's your turn.
Yeah.
okay.
So then all of a sudden they come out, and we'd be mid argument, and then we'd both be like, we can't have a serious argument now.
You know what I
Then we'd
mean?
be
But like the whole
greasing.
time we're looking at each
Right.
other like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I feel from this.
Yeah. So how do you
And it's
feel?
like we
We'd
just
be
want to hug each other and kiss each other
Right.
and be like, roll on, like we've
Yeah.
explained ourselves.
Yeah.
Like,
that was
and it
difficult.
was never too deep. Do you know what I mean?
No, it
what it
wasn't.
made out to be.
no.
So it was. Yeah.
We did find most of it really funny.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Have you watched, how much have you watched back?
I haven't watched any. I just like clips on TikTok.
Yeah, I've watched a few
too
bits. I've watched like the Heart Race Challenge, the Casa, Recoupling, and then I think the talent show I watched back as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the feet.
Yeah.
Oh my
That
god! how
was,
funny
you
was
were
that?
absolute class.
That was so funny.
I was
Those little
taken
stubs.
aback.
You just couldn't stop laughing all the way through it.
No, because do you know what? I was so happy that I wasn't doing something serious.
Yeah.
Because I thought, oh my god, if they asked me to like sing a ballad right now, I would just like have to
no,
leave.
Yeah.
no.
Do you know what I
Oh yeah,
mean?
Mimi came out like the X Factor final.
Oh, man.
She smashed it. Yeah.
I know, she smashed it,
She
but I was
smashed it.
like, we all need the ups.
Yeah.
Loads in it.
Yeah, and it was hilarious. We had so much fun.
no, that
We
was
didn't
good.
stop laughing all the way through it. So
No.
we were laughing.
It was so good.
It was so funny.
There is a question from fans that everyone was asking. Bit weird coming from me, but about your tit tape. Basically, there was this thing that was like, we must know where Matilda gets her tit tape from, because you kept wearing those plunging dresses and they did not move an inch. And all the comments on TikTok are like, we must know.
I
Did
don't
you use a
even know,
special
you
one?
know. No, I just used this double-sided. No, it's genuinely double-sided tape.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what, like from
Like
WH
from,
Smith?
yeah, like double.
You're local.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I think we didn't have some for a really long time, so then we ended up just using double-sided tape for everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Crafty.
So WH Smiths, Wilkinson, get yourself
I
down
love
there.
that. What's that one where they all sing in that shot?
Wilkinson's.
No, what's
When they
the
got
one? Hobbycraft.
Oh.
Get down to Hobbycraft.
Yeah.
Yes.
and
Get yourself some double-sided tape. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. And then your date in the car.
Oh my, that was so.
That was so fun.
Yeah.
That was the funnest day.
Was it
out.
good?
Yeah.
Oh
Oh
my
my
God.
god.
Did it
so
take a
good.
long time to film that?
We was out from quite early.
Yeah, we was there for the whole day.
Okay.
Drove it all the way there.
Did you, I was going to say, did you
Oh
generally
my,
did
yeah,
you
I think I
drive
had to
it?
turn it on. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not used to
You had
this.
to have a few
Yeah.
lessons
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
I did it.
But honestly, it was unreal. Like, fully went for it as well. Actually, to be fair, when I was first driving, I was like, oh my God, scared to drive forward. I was getting
Yeah.
overtaken by like locals. It was so funny. I'm sitting in this supercar and then like locals are skirting past in a Clio, just going past me. Do you know
You
what I
was
mean?
on the wrong side of the road, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was the first
That
time
was
I
the
drove.
first- yeah, first time doing it.
And then like, honestly, it was about a 40-minute drive.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite a long drive. It was so
lovely.
nice though. But like obviously, we was getting filmed the whole way. So
Yeah.
but it was nice because it wasn't cameras all on us. We could actually have a
Chat
proper
without.
chat.
Yeah.
Normally, and it was nice to
The
get
whole
away
way.
from everyone.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
And then the location was beautiful.
Oh, it
looking
was
out to the
unreal.
sea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looked it.
So
And,
nice.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And then you spoke sweet Spanish.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I said. Like, the woman come over talking all, and like
Bilingual.
Matilda don't even like paella.
I hate it. And he was like, "Oh, your favourite," and I was like, "Oh, thank you."
It was so funny.
It's so funny. I loved this series because they mixed it up with the dates, didn't they? And that's
I
a
feel
lot
like we
more-
definitely had the best one.
Oh my god, yeah.
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 And like going out the villa, like we
They
saw
didn't-
waitresses for the first time in this
They
series.
didn't supersize them this year, though, did they? Sometimes they really go over the
Oh, what,
top.
like the last week?
Y-
with
yeah,
them?
like the
Yeah, they
dates.
didn't do them.
They didn't do
They
that.
didn't
Yeah.
do that. But so I thought it was really intimate and lovely for you to go
Oh,
and
so
do that.
nice,
Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? It
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
like supersized and
nice that they
yeah, they
didn't do
didn't.
them.
You know, like
We all
on like a
literally
yacht on it.
that thing. We were left to our own resources. to
Yeah.
That's
actually set
lovely.
up, like that whole thing of everyone picking location, like
Oh,
setting
yeah.
everything up,
Oh, they
buying
did that
everything.
instead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
was
thought
it.
that was a nice way to do it.
Honestly,
Yeah,
it was
that's
lovely.
nice, yeah.
And, like actually cooking, we had to do all that again.
Ah.
Yeah.
Getting a sweat
Trying to
on.
get your trims and all
Yeah,
that.
honestly.
It was so cute. And then you became exclusive. I need to know. It's so confusing. What the fuck is going on? So you got closed off, exclusive.
I think they fall under the same bracket though.
Yeah.
Tell me what. Yeah, I need to
I don't
know.
even know.
In my day, you just said, "Will you be my girlfriend?" That's it.
And then
Yeah.
that kid.
Yeah, yeah,
Then you
yeah.
have to-
Out wedlock.
Right.
And that's all you had.
Yeah. No, well, actually, that's the older one. I've got a bigger one somewhere.
In your days.
I know, but you never were like exclusive and whatever. You just, will you be my girlfriend? You're either together
Yeah.
or you're not.
Yeah.
It's all
Obviously,
this.
obviously
I
it's
feel
out
like
in
it's the Love Island lingo of like
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
stages you
so.
go through in there and big moments.
You'd
Right.
never on the outside world be like, "Oh, do you want to be exclusive with me?" Like that'd be so weird.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
So I think it's definitely just something for in there to be like, if anyone comes in, I ain't interested.
Yeah.
I think that's all it means.
Why don't you
know
just
what I
say
mean?
that then? Why do they make
I know.
it so exclusive and all that rubbish?
Yeah, I know.
I'm old fashioned.
I feel like there were some couples that left it till the dying minute to know that there was no other bombshells coming in. So then
Yeah, yeah.
So like before
They're
the fight, be like,
safe.
we're exclusive now. I thought I know what you're doing. I know exactly what you're doing. Yeah. So and then onto the family day as well.
Yeah.
Like how because we only saw
Oh, that
obviously
made me
very
cry.
quick
Oh.
snippets. What was that
Oh,
like for you
Really
both?
did.
That was the
I feel
best
for both
day.
of us,
Yeah.
when it like the week leading up to that, we was constantly like, can't wait to see our family, like when's it gonna be? And I feel like that was honestly so unexpected because I feel like we had like a down day just before that. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
it was on the back of the grafties. I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, you argued, didn't you?
I was thinking, oh,
Yeah.
You
We had a
were
down day
talking-
and-
yeah,
Yeah.
showed it
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
two hadn't really
So
spoken.
then we had
Yeah.
like a whole day of not
Yeah,
talking,
yeah.
and we're thinking, here's the day of sorting out, you know, bits and bobs. And then like we were the first ones of our family coming in. Honestly, it was literally like the best day ever.
Yeah.
But you
So
both got so emotional, didn't you?
Oh my God,
Was
yeah.
it lovely to see them after
was
that time?
So weird
We're
because
so close, aren't we?
yeah, we're both like super close with our families, and like when they come in, it's like so surreal because you're like in this little bubble, and then they come in, and you're like, I was
Yeah.
like, why am my sister sitting on the daybed?
Yeah.
This is so weird. Like, and then obviously seeing your family was so
Yeah,
nice
it
because
was
I've heard
lovely.
so much about them.
Yeah.
And our family's got on so well as well,
that's
like
good.
very
Yeah.
similar vibes. And
Always message
You can see
Yeah.
that though, to be fair.
Yeah, like they're all in a
I feel
group
like
chat, they
my mum's
loved
sister
it.
being quite camera aware, like mum was just sitting about, mum chill out.
Yeah,
come
no,
on,
my
love.
sisters as well.
Yeah,
I know
look at
that.
yeah, I mean,
I need words with you pointing down, and I'm like, oh god.
But no, that was unreal. That was the best day for
Yeah,
both of us, I
definitely,
think.
easily.
Do you have any concept of what day of the week it is, or does it just all roll into? Do you kind of know?
We kept tabs on that. I feel like the day.
But I come in on the 18th of June and I counted down every single
12 p.m, 12:03.
every day, and my phone, I don't know why, but it was just one day ahead of what the actual date was. So I really kept track of the day.
Oh, that's good.
So I knew when things when it was close to the end and stuff like that. I really knew what day it was. It was so great.
Yeah, you absolutely killed me because I feel like it was only you that they'd show waking up. Like, if you were pissed off in the morning, like they showed it, and it was so like real and raw because you'd walk into dressing room and be like, I'm actually pissed off today, to be honest. I'm actually having a really shit day.
Honestly.
And it's so funny because all the other girls like kind of with their coffees, like whatever, and you'd be like, I'm fucking fuming.
When I didn't hear Matilda laugh around the villa,
Oh yeah,
you could hear it a mile
my
away.
cackle.
Yeah,
That's when I knew, like, oh, here we go. I'm in for a long day today.
Yeah, like
he knew.
they really said in the edit, like, when Matilda's pissed, like, she's
No, this was, because all the girls, I'm never in a bad mood, but when I'm in a bad mood, I'll make everyone around me in a bad mood.
You literally would sit there,
I'll be like,
no fucking coffee, none of this.
The girls would be drinking next to me and I'd be like,
Tied up.
I can hear that sip. Like every single, I'm just a right bitch when I'm in a bad mood. So I feel like I couldn't hide it.
No, it was so funny though. It was so funny. And friendships leaving the villa, like, who are you both gonna, like, closest with basically coming out? Because you're really close with Joey as well, weren't you?
Yeah, I mean, like the whole Joey thing of coming out and all the speculation of, me and him, that's like a big feud.
You breaking up?
Breaking
Bromance
up
is
already.
Big bro, little bro.
Bromance, big up. But honestly, like, I spoke to him on the phone, we're all cool, got something planned next week. So
nice.
me and him are all cool.
Yeah, good.
And like, he was really close, despite like all the opinions and all that drama of the show side of things. Like, we did have a real close relationship in there. And like, all of them in there, like anyone who come through the door and went, like, we literally all got on well. Like, there's no like bad blood or animosity between anyone in there. It was like really special, wasn't it? Like, you come out like Ruben, like Blade Face.
Oh yeah. People aren't gonna know what Blade Face.
Oh yeah, true.
I met Blade.
Private joke. Inside joke.
Don't think we're allowed.
That'll be in the comments. And have you got any girls you're particularly close with, or is there like group chats and stuff going on?
So I'm so close with Harriet. She's like my best friend. Spoken to her every single day.
We stand Harriet big
I
time.
like when the Islanders come in and Harriet was there. We was like screaming at each other.
Did you know each other before?
No, kind of. Like we basically met like at a boat club beforehand.
Okay.
So, but we both kept saying to each other, where do we know each other from? And she just said that I like spoke to her in the bathroom or something like that, gave her a lip gloss, something quite weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then, so when the Islanders come in, they basically said that the old Islanders and the new Islanders, you can't speak to each other at
It was
all.
given that when they all walked in, it was really awkward because they were all just staring at the fire pit. But I think
it wasn't.
want to be like,
Like all of
Everyone's
them,
giving
like,
winks,
Harriet,
nudges.
Yeah, Harriet was like, like to make Uma was like, we was just all doing these things to each other, and then when we left, and obviously they made their decision, that the exec, you could hear the Vogue. There was like, right, old Islanders and current Islanders, you go to the bedroom. Old Islanders, you stay there and do not speak. And then you had to disperse. So then when that happened, everyone was like, everyone was like, and then I ran over to Harriet, cuddled Jess, cuddled Uma, cuddled Grace. We ran away after.
Oh, that's
Jordy wouldn't do it.
I'm a goody two shoes.
Such a pussy. He wouldn't do any of that with me. Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, I love all the girls in there. I'm like obsessed with all of them.
Yeah.
Me, Uma, Grace, and Harriet all in a Dolly group chat.
How are you?
Girls.
With the Dolly girls.
Oh, that's so
But
cute.
all of them, like I love Jess, like Jessica, Jessie,
Free Jesses.
Mimi, Nick, all of the girls. I love all of them.
Yeah.
There's no one that I thought like I wouldn't speak to you again. Do you know what I mean? No one.
Because you're in it for the same reason, aren't you?
Yeah.
You share the same experience.
Oh my god, and they're all so great, like such great girls.
Just everyone in their own way, because I think people forget that, like, even when you're at school, you don't like everyone.
No, yeah.
Like, you would never like everyone. Just it doesn't mean you can't get along with them and everything's fine.
yeah,
Because
of
obviously
course.
personalities are going to clash.
Yeah,
but
and you'll
I
be
think-
closer to other people.
Yeah, of course, 100%.
Coming out, everyone's going to be doing different things. So it's like,
Yeah.
no bad blood.
No.
Yeah, exactly. And then obviously you made it to the final. How was that? Was there any after party, any goss from that? It must have been a bit of a whirlwind to just get to that point?
I feel like it was a shock, to be fair.
Yeah.
I did not expect
We
that
didn't
at all.
expect it at
We
all.
didn't expect to get to the final.
No,
No.
the last couple of weeks we just both thought we was up.
I was
we're
very
gonna be the next
tired of
ones,
the
yeah.
whole thing, and we couldn't wait to get going on the outside, and we just...
So you was quite hoping you're going to get voted.
Well, yeah, we was like, when Grace and Ruben got voted out, we was both like,
right.
but no, like obviously we were so grateful and like couldn't believe it. We
We were so shocked.
Yeah.
We were like standing up there, weren't we? Like,
yeah, and we was like,
go this way.
yeah, all place was like, right there, let's go, and then we got third, and we were just buzzing
amazing,
with it.
And like the support after has been amazing. But,
Yeah.
it was a weird coming out because obviously we then got our phones back and the debrief the next day.
Oh,
That was a
yeah.
lot.
I was literally
Yeah,
like,
it pings and pings
Yeah,
and pings.
yeah.
And
you know what I mean?
hours.
And then like you're just FaceTiming people like the whole day of just like. 'cause
Oh my
it
god,
was
yeah,
weird.
that day is mental. Like,
can
everyone's just
imagine.
been like, I can't believe I'm speaking to you, like because all my best friends and family have been like. Obviously, they're all watching
Yeah.
us for so long, and it's so weird that they know every single thing you've done.
I know,
And
but yeah, I get you actually, and you're
I'm
like,
like,
oh god,
what?
you'd never normally know this.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, like
Yeah.
you're so cute, and I'm like, you've seen me be cute. I can't believe it. It was
Oh my
crazy.
god! And Sean, your sister
got
was
really-
like, your sister was like, please stop this. But she was like doing well online for you, like a fucking
she's
warrior.
Yeah.
my grab.
She was your internal
She had to
in-house
correct a
PR.
lot- She had to correct a lot of people and a lot of stories
Yeah.
about me, and I'm so proud of her. 'cause
Such
she
a great girl.
absolutely smashed it.
Oh, she
Yeah.
did so well. She was honestly
so funny.
incredible. Yeah, she seems great. So
Yeah.
Oh, you'll be doing a little sweet live soon together. That'll be nice.
Tilda's dreading
Yeah, she's like,
You'll be fine. I'll come and help you.
yeah, Mum will come along.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm there if she's there.
Yeah, come on. Everyone's welcome.
And what's next for you? Like, you got anything in the pipeline? Because I know everyone's like, we might move in together or might get a dog or anything like that. Like, what's your situation?
No.
I want a dog.
I feel like we're just like we're carrying on dating, having a good
Yeah,
time,
good.
like
We just want to have fun.
Yeah,
Like,
we want to go on
Take
holiday together. Like we just there's so
Yeah.
many first things that like we've got to do together.
Yeah.
Like that we're just so excited to do, and we are so similar in the fact that we just want to enjoy life
Yeah.
and enjoy it. Like, and that's it.
Yeah.
So
Nothing too
yeah,
That's good.
And we can't wait for all that. Like,
Yeah.
to do all these things.
Don't need a mortgage just yet coming out of
no,
Love
no,
Island.
Right.
I'm just a baby right now.
I'm just a girl.
How old are you, Matilda?
24, but I'm like 14 in my head.
You don't need to rush anything. You're both not going anywhere.
No,
Take
exactly.
your time and enjoy it.
Yeah, and we're just like
exactly.
we're just like best friends, aren't we? Like we
100%.
really are.
We
We
have
have so
such-
much fun
Oh,
together.
Because it's so intense in there. So now you can relax and just
Yeah,
take it as it should be.
exactly.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
What a lovely way to end it on. So I think the message really from this pod, all in all, is that Matilda did get pied by Hugo.
Joe! Leave her alone. He's only joking.
I've only messaged him. But on that note, everyone at home, thank you so much for watching. Matilda and Sean, thank you for
Thank you, guys.
I know,
It's been
thank
so
you.
lovely
So
to
much
speak
fun.
to
Lovely.
you.
So excited to have you on.
I know. So thank you so much and wish
Thank
you all the
you.
best. And if you're watching, like and subscribe if you're listening.
And then you listen on Apple.
no, fuck me.
I do this every time.
Every time.
What I do?
5 stars on Spotify.
5 stars on Spotify.
And if you listen on Apple Podcasts.
Oh, that's see, I was right. Listen on Apple Podcasts. You can listen to us on that as well.
every week. Give it a like on Apple. Thank you guys. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah, they are.